Weightman his name, flaming hair like the devil, wild as a prairie flame. Born in Texas shadows where the red dirt runs deep, a boy who learned too early how to kill to keep his sleep. He laughed at lawmen, spit at the badge, $50 for a heartbeat, just show him the cash. He bragged about killing, loved how it burned, torched churches for profit, let the ashes twist and turn. Red Buck Weightman, fire in his eyes, riding out of the red dirt where black vultures fly. Feared in townships, cursed in each prayer. The devil walked beside him, but Red Buck didn't care. He rode with Bill Doolin, ran with the wild and free. At Ingalls, gunfire shattered, 3 Marshals ceased to be. Tried to shoot Tillman in the back, but Doolin stayed his hand. His heart's too true for slaughter, red right alone across this land. He robbed Dover's rails, dodged bullets and law. His horse fell in fire, but he rose bloodied and raw. Beckman and Loftus rode in the flame, but Red Buck's hollow heart no brotherhood could tame. Red Buck Weightman, fire in his eyes, riding out of the red dirt where black vultures fly. Fear in townships, cursed in each prayer. The devil walked beside him, but Red Buck didn't care. Killed a preacher for a mouthful, Doolin turned away. Cast from the brotherhood, his soul led astray. Sold his gun for murder, ranchers paid in blood. The red dirt glowed crimson beneath the brutal sun. Kid Lewis rode beside him through dust and bitter hell, but the devil's due came swiftly and most of them fell. Marshal Ventioner hunted him, a shadow on his trail. Chased him cross borders, left his partners cold and pale. Wounded but unbroken, Red Buck crawled back home. Steel in his soul, but the red dirt called him alone. One night by a dying fire, he saw his mother's face. A whisper through smoke, a flicker of lost grace. For one trembling moment, he dropped his gun to the ground. But the ghosts of his sins snarled aloud, and mercy dreamed. At Pickle Sam's farm, the final dice were tossed. Red Buck stood like a storm cloud, six gun flaming and lost. The law closed in like thunder, the prairie called his name. He fell without confession, swallowed by the flame. The red dirt drank his blood, the prairie claimed his bone. A desperado carved in legend, forever riding alone. Red Buck Weightman, fire in his eyes, out of the red dirt where black vultures rise. Feared in townships, cursed in each prayer. The devil took his soul, and Red Buck didn't care. Now the prairie wind is silent, Red Buck's in the ground, but his ghost still haunts campfires when the sun goes down. Mothers warn their children not to stray where shadows creep, for Red Buck's ghost still rides where the restless never sleep. Now the prairie wind is silent, Red Buck's marks in the ground, but his ghost still haunts campfires when the sun goes down. Mothers warn their children not to stray where shadows